Hello, my name's Emma from Balance Works Yoga. Thank you for joining me today for this practice. I'm in a slightly cluttered room, but it's fine. I've moved some things out the way and it will have to do. This is where I work, so it was the only room I had available. So we will make do. Hopefully you can see me okay. It's not ideal lighting, but yeah, today the practice is going to be sort of exploring the natural movement within our bodies and trying to echo nature in the way that things are not in straight lines and our bodies are also not in straight lines. And so just thinking about exploring the way our body moves, often in sort of spiral and twists and turns and all the different all the ways the joints move. So we'll use the breath and lots of different little flows just to explore that kind of sense of freedom in our bodies. So take a moment to get comfortable. We're going to start lying down. So rolling down to our backs, and then the arms just come out to the sides. And you can have bent knees if that feels better in your back. It often does. And just take a few breaths here, just really opening up and letting the whole body just settle. Taking a couple of nice full breaths in and long breaths out. Using the exhale just to let go of any tight muscles. Let the arms just fall out, the palms facing up. And just deepen the breath, closing the eyes. Just following the breath all the way to the end each time. Inhale. Feel that expansion of the body, the rib cage, the chest, and the exhale. Feel it just nestle into the mat a little bit further. Letting go in the shoulders, the back. Maybe even the muscles in the face, our brow often holds tension without us realizing it. And just land here. Putting whatever's happened so far today behind you and just trying to tap into the present moment. We are going to bring our feet to the wide edge of the mat. Knees are still bent. We're just going to allow the knees to rock to one side, come back to center and over to the other side. So just gentle rocking action. Warming up through the hips, these little windscreen wiper motion. With the knees, letting the feet follow the motion. They will lift slightly, rocking through the feet, the knees, the hips, the pelvis. Just noticing how that feels. Maybe it's stiffer on one side than the other. And the next time they come all the way over to the left, we're going to bring the right arm all the way over to join the left. So we're rolling sort of onto the left side here, the right hand on top of the left. And just again, just take a moment to settle here, relax. And then on the next inhale, we're going to slide the right hand back across our body and open it up again so that it comes out. So we're opening like a book really, and it just lies on the floor behind you. It might not get fully there, but we're trying to, you can always shuffle the hips so that we can find this little twist. And then as we bring the arm all the way back over, sort of closing it like a book, the right hand comes back to the left. And then inhale, open. And exhale, close. But just letting it be nice and relaxed. Even just pulling it across your body, dragging it across your body, guiding it with the shoulder, and then just letting the rest of the arm ripple across. So really trying to just be gentle with our movements today, letting the whole body just ripple with the movement. Let's do one more. Opening up. Inhale. And then exhale, close. And then we're just going to prop ourselves up onto our hands, or even maybe just our forearms, just coming into this little deer pose. So our knees, our legs are still relaxed in that sort of deer pose position. And maybe coming onto our forearms for a moment here. Just letting the head come up and down, just exploring how the neck feels here. Taking it, whatever angles feel good, a little roll of the neck. Feeling a stretch in the back of the neck. As you lift the head, maybe the throat. And then just coming up onto our hands now. Coming a little bit further up. So maybe our left hand is underneath our left shoulder roughly. Just going to reach the right arm up and get a lovely big opening. And then exhale, just let it calm down and maybe just thread it under a little bit. You can always have a little bend to the left elbow. Inhale, open the right arm up and back, wherever it wants to come to. Exhale, bring it back down. Let your head follow the movement. So you're guiding it with the arm, the hand, and letting it kind of float up and down, trying to just absorb the movement. No straight lines here. Lovely. And then we're going to, on the next time we're up, we're going to come all the way back over to the other side. So this time our knees are going over to the right. Our right arm is out. Our left arm is out the side. So we've done this a windscreen wiper, but landing the knees to the right this time. Just settle the back down, shoulder blades both on the ground, arms out the side. And then we're going to inhale and reach the left arm all the way up. And then exhale as it reaches down towards our right hand. So we're rolled all the way over to our right side now. Inhale, opening that left arm like a book. And exhale, close so the left hand lands on top of the right. So you can just add this movement however you like. You might want to just drag it across the body, nice and gently. Or it can maybe even come overhead. You might want to draw a little arc, a little rainbow over the top of your head. It's another little option. I'm a bit limited to space, but if you've got space, just explore the movement of this left arm, however feels good. All the different movements of the joint. And the next time the left hand's back down on the right, we're going to prop ourselves up, coming upright onto our forearms again like we did. Sorry, I'm facing the other direction here. And just explore the movement with the neck. So just a little gentle roll from side to side, a little up and down. Warming up the neck, noticing how it's feeling. And then coming up onto our hands, this time planting the right hand down, again just pressing the ground away so we're not sort of collapsing, nice and strong through the joints. And inhale, the left arm open up, and exhale, let it just float back down and land where it wants to. So inhale to open the left arm, get a little twist, maybe it comes all the way behind, maybe not. And exhale, maybe you thread it underneath the right armpit, maybe get a little wrap. So just let that left arm do what feels good here. You can just draw some big circles if you like. So just let it float around, be nice and creative with that left arm. A little bend in the right arm, just let the shoulders, the elbows move in a nice gentle way. Okay, next we are going to come onto our tabletop position. So coming into our tabletop position and just taking a little side to side with the hips. We're just going to bump the hips from side to side and start to rock from side to side, just noticing the rest of the body move, follow the movement. So if the hips go over, maybe initially our head comes to the opposite side. So if our hips go to the left, our head goes to the right, and then just take it over the other side. But just try and close the eyes and relax into the experience and see what happens. There's no right or wrong here. I was quite glad when I first started that the sun came out and now it's gone away. It's one of those days in the UK near the end of March where it goes from, we've had sunshine, we've had grey, rain, hail today. We've had a bit of everything. So it can change from moment to moment. So sorry if it's not too light in here. I have got the light on, but it's just one of those British days in March. So rocking from side to side, letting the elbows bend, just warming up through the wrists. You can always have them a little bit closer to your knees if you want to take a bit more pressure off them. Or just explore, walk them out in front. Start to sort of walk a little bit more around your mat, maybe flipping the palms upwards and getting a little stretch through the back of the wrists, the hands, the forearms. Maybe just adding a little ripple, a little barrel roll here with the hips as we incorporate a bit of cat-cow into this, so a little flexion and extension of the spine. Just relax into it, close your eyes and just let the body tell you what it needs to do here. I find just coming into tabletop position, I often let my body do the talking and let it decide where it wants to go. I might just see sitting back in a nice big child's pose, extended child's pose. If I want to stretch through the arms. Or I might be coming into a big cat pose if I want to stretch through the lower back. And then just kneel back for a moment, roll the shoulders, just unwind a little bit and rotate the wrists. Give them a little release. If it's not comfortable to kneel, you can always sort of be kneeling upright on your shins or just sit back down on your bottoms. So just rotating the wrists, little spirals upwards and the other direction as we spiral downwards. Lovely little shake out. Another one I love to do is bring our hands together. This is a lovely little spiral where we open up our hands, come a little bit closer, open up our hands like a book and let the backs of the hands come together as we point the fingertips towards us, and then eventually keep the journey going down so our fingertips point downwards and then they continue outwards. And then we're going to have to bring the hands back together like a little prayer position and just keep on rolling through the hands as we do this little flamenco. Hands together as the fingers are pointing up, and then as the backs of the hands together, the fingertips point down. It's kind of the only way our hands will go. But whatever happens here, you can just do whatever you like. You can always just do it without the hands next to each other. A little flamenco. And change direction if you haven't already. Give them a little shake out, and then we're just going to sort of start to, it's raining now. It's sunny and rainy. It's just like, probably have a rainbow next. Bring the hands back down to the mat. We're going to start to just warm up in the lower body now. So we're going to draw some circles with the right knee. So plant the hands down, stabilize to the left knee. If you need something, a cushion or a blanket underneath that, feel free. And then just start to open up and lift the right knee out and draw some circles. It might be that it comes, draw the knee towards your chest. You might want to extend it all the way back if you haven't got anything in the way like I have. And change direction. You can keep them circles very small. Again, just noticing how it feels in that right hip. I'm going to come a bit further forwards actually. So I've got a bit more space where we are going to extend that leg all the way back. Pop the toes back on the ground, push the heel away, feel a stretch down the back of that right leg. And then slide it behind you so it's off the left side of the mat. We're going to look over our left shoulder at our right foot. Get that side stretch all the way, a nice little curve around down the side of the body. And then we're going to, on the next inhale, lift it up and take it all the way out to the right side now. So we've got it out at a sort of 90-degree angle here. The left knee's still where it is, everything else is still where it is. And just start a few little, again, little lunges or bend the knee or rock backwards and forwards, little cat-cow with the right leg out to the side. Just notice how that feels different. And just beginning to open out the hip a little bit further here. And then next we are going to help this right hand come all the way forwards to be on the right side of our hands here. So we're coming into lizard lunge. Again, at this point, you can always grab a block or hold on to something or come up to your knee a little bit as long as you're not putting too much pressure on. Just having a little rock through our lizard lunge. So we can bend in this front knee, trying not to bring it too far over the front toes. So you can always shuffle the foot a bit further forwards here. Get a lovely hip flexor stretch. And then we're going to straighten the front leg and lift the right toes. Again, you can be holding onto the block or you can be bringing hands to the mat. And then rebend, and this time option to add the right arm and open up the right arm. Can I open up behind you to the side or whatever you like, and then reach it forwards on the exhale and all the way down, maybe threading it underneath your left arm. So just opening out, getting a little rock through the hips. As we open the right arm, again, let it move nice and fluidly, and then let it slide underneath. Might be getting a little twist here as well, or you can just do some big arm circles. And next we're going to bring the hands back down to the mat, the hands to the left side of the right foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and walk the hands to the left. So apologies, I'm facing behind you now. And we're coming into our wide leg forward fold. You can take the block with you, or you can even sort of come halfway up and bring your, actually going to turn around here. Come with your hands to your hips if you prefer, or fingertips to the ground. Or I said, if you've got a block or something you can hold on to, find a little wide leg fold. Take a couple of breaths here, just inhaling to lengthen and lift, and exhale to bend and soften. Add a little bend to the knees as well. Just a little up and down, a little ripple through the body. And either hand, left hand to the mat or to a block. We're going to just let the right arm float up. And then exhale, float down, bend the knees, back comes to the center, lift the left arm up. And then exhale, come down. So we're really trying to be nice and floaty. Have some bend to the knees if you like. Try not to lock out, just letting everything move. Sort of in a natural way without forcing anything. It doesn't have to come too high. Okay, and then the next time we are going to walk our hands back to the top of our mat, where we started. I'm going to slide the front foot all the way back, maybe come into a little three-legged dog as we settle it back down for downward dog, and take a little pedal of the feet here. So when I'm facing the other way around now, but hopefully you're still in the direction you started off in. Pedal the feet, find this down dog position, and just again, just add some movement here. You can ripple through the back, you can bend the knees. You can get a little twist as you bend into one knee and then the other. And then slowly lower the knees back down. Come to a kneeling position for a moment, just we can just roll the shoulders out, give the shoulders, the hands a little rest here. Maybe coming to a little prayer position, roll the shoulders back. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, interlace the fingers at the top, pushing the fingers up to the ceiling. Have a little softness in the shoulders, in the elbows, and then just take a little dip to the side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Let's just have a little side to side, little stretch. And then lower the hands down to the head or behind the head here. Open up the elbows, and then exhale, bring the elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Maybe the hands are on the shoulders, maybe that feels better. Hands can be wherever they like, they can be in a little cactus position. So we're just getting that nice little ripple through the spine. Okay, coming back to a tabletop position. And same thing, but on the other side. So this time we're just going to ground through both hands and ground through the right knee. Check we're nice and square as we just gently lift the left knee up and start to draw some circles. Remember, they don't need to be too big. We're just beginning to open up the hip. Maybe get a little bit bigger if that feels good. You choose. It might just be a gentle sway. You can always stop if it's too much. Maybe you extend it all the way back and just let the rest of the body move. Try not to keep it static. And the next time, take a bigger inhale, step it all the way back so the left toes are right at the bottom of the mat, pushing the heel away. I need to come a bit further forwards again. Get a lovely stretch down all the back of the left leg. And then slide the left toes off the right side of the mat. So we're looking over our right shoulder with our left toes. Inhale, side body stretch. Exhale. Next inhale, we're going to lift those left toes up and bring the left foot all the way out to the left side now. So a nice big giant step to the side. And again, just take a few little circles here, a few little rocks. See how that hip feels. But also it's a nice opportunity to sort of come back to that little cat-cow, a little flexion, extension, gentle twists. Little side to sides of the hips, shoulders, spine. And then when we're ready, and you can always use a block for this, bring the left foot to the top of the mat. You can support your hands on a block if you like. They are to the right side of your left foot. We're coming to a lizard lunge. Just take a little rock backwards and forwards here, just settling yourself into position, making sure you're stable. If this back knee does not like it, you can always lift it up. You can always come into a different, sort of this other lizard variation. So from here, if you're feeling stable with the right hand, we're going to lift the left arm up and just start a few little circles, maybe opening it out behind you and then bringing it all the way forwards and sweeping it underneath. And at this point we can sort of send the hips back and straighten the front leg. So we can also have this little rocking action through that front leg, bend and straighten as we open up the body. But again, just see where it wants to go. You can always be a much higher here. You can even keep a sort of more upright lunge, and you don't have to have that right hand on the ground. Next time we bring that left hand back down, we're going to, you can take the block with you if you like. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, pivot and walk our hands to the front of to the right this time, to the right, and pivot with your feet so the toes are pointing to the edge of the mat, and find our forward fold. And again, just take a couple of bends to the knees here and just breathe into it. You can always come halfway up and take a little lengthen before exhaling. Back down, bring the fingertips to the ground or to a block. And again, similar thing, going to plant the left hand in the middle, let the right arm float up, bend the knees as we bring the right arm down. We're just going to do right side, right arm up, exhale down. So a really big swooping, sweeping, fluid arm. Think about when dancers move, they're trying not to be rigid, they're trying to be nice and light and floaty. So just take the impact with the rest of your body, add some little bends of the knees, little ripples of the spine, and then bring the right hand down, release the left one, come up to the left side, float it back down. So just really allowing the body to open and close. Last one. Bring the hands back down. We're going to pivot to the left, back to the top of our mat. Bring the block with you if you need. Going to bring the hands to the mat and swing the left foot all the way back, coming into our three-legged dog before settling back down into downward dog. Or if you want to, if you've had enough, you can always just come into a child's pose here. Have a little pedal of the feet. Couple of nice big breaths. Before walking the feet to the hands or the hands to the feet and coming into a forward fold. Again, grab the block if you'd like to use that to, top riding up, to hold on to. Bend the knees as much as you need here to try and bring your belly towards your thighs a little bit and get that hinge from the hip. Getting the length through the hamstrings. You can hold on to the elbows as a little ragdoll. Any option of forward fold that feels good and helps you just to lengthen and release any tension through the back of the body, the neck. A little yes and no with the neck. Again, just take a little bend to the knees. Really you don't want the legs straight and the hinge to be happening through the back. We want the hinge to be happening through the waist so we can bend our knees in order to enable that to happen. And then when we're ready, big exhale. And inhale, slowly roll up. You can always support yourself up your legs if you have problems with the lower back, or just roll up, feeling the vertebrae just uncurl. And when we get to the top, roll the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths, finding our mountain pose. And again, just taking a moment here, almost like opening up the palms forwards, just to sort of open up. Get that stretch across the collarbones. Maybe a little rock through your feet, through your toes, just to ground the feet, to spread them out, feel nice and stable, because I've got a nice little spiral balance flow for you now, which feels nice, this one. Feel free to just watch it once before you join in. And we'll do it a couple of times on each side. So we're going to come to the top of our mat, whichever end that is. I'm going to go this way. And starting in Tadasana, we're first of all just going to find a little chair pose. So we bend the knees, just like we're about to sit down, lowering the hips. So it's your choice if you bend them quite a lot or not much. And we're just going to let the fingertips come behind us for a moment, just drawing the shoulders back. And as we inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and forwards like we're holding a big beach ball, like a really big beach ball. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to bring the weight onto our right leg, right foot, and see if we can come up on our left toes. Maybe we lift that left knee up. And we're just going to take a little twist to the left, bringing the arms just down to find this little spiral twisted dancer balance. And just see how that feels. You can always bring the toes down if you need to. And then what we're going to do next is turn to face, whoops, the front again. Remember, wobbles are fine. We're going to send those left toes backwards, trying not to kick the block over. Maybe I should have moved the block out of the way. Let's do that again. So we're in our spiral dancer. Take the left foot backwards into a lunge, get situated before taking a bend in the front knee. Ooh, a bit wobbly today. And bring the left elbow down towards the left knee, coming into just a little twist here. And then we're going to come back to our lunge, turning to the left, pivoting on the back foot. So we're drawing the left heel in, planting it down, lifting the right toes up, straightening the front knee and bending in the back knee, and just reaching the right arms forwards. You can carry on holding that beach ball if you like. A little bow, and then coming all the way back up, back where we were, pivoting on our feet to come into that lunge. We're going to take the left elbow to the left knee again. Spiral balance, twisted lunge, and then press to the right foot and come all the way back to our spiral dancer. So you can be facing the front if you want, or you can take the little twist. Let's try and repeat that. So if you're with me, get ready. So we can start in that chair pose if you like, and then ground to the right foot, lift the left toes, the left knee, and take a little twist to the left. Inhale, turn to face the front again as we step back with the left foot. Inhale, and as we exhale, bring the left knee towards the right knee. So we're in this lunge position. The right arm can maybe just flow behind. We're trying not to find rigidity here. We're trying to keep flowing. So we're going to come back up and twist to the left, pivot on that back foot, drop the back foot, lift the right toes, straighten the front leg, bend the back knee, and come into our little Skandasana, not too low, because we're going to come all the way back up, pivot back into our twisted lunge. Exhale. Inhale, press to that front foot as we come back to the spiral dancer. And let's bring that leg down and arms down and have a little shake out. How do you find that? I don't know if it's the easiest one to translate via video, but let me know what you thought. Haven't done that one before, but once you get in the flow of it, it's a really lovely one to do, especially as we're trying to keep that movement going rather than pausing in a position. So less holding positions today and more flowing through them, letting the body find its natural flow, spirals, twists, turns, extensions. Okay, other side. So finding our chair pose again at the top of our mat. Bend the knees. Lower the hips, just bringing the weight into our heels, and just float the arms up, holding the beach ball. Just a little check in with your pelvis here, draw the belly in a little bit here. Inhale as we come back up and bring the weight onto our left foot, lift the right knee, twist to the side for spiral dancer in the other side. And then we're going to face the front again, send the right foot back, finding our lunge, get situated, bend in the front knee, and then twist to the left, bringing the right elbow towards the left knee. The left arm can just go back. Don't settle there. We're going to inhale, come back to the other side as we plant the right heel, lift the left toes, bend in the back leg, and come into a little soft Skandasana. Lift back up with the breath. Face the front again, back to our twisted lunge, so that back foot pivots, the front foot stays the same. Inhale as we bring the weight into that front foot and lift up. You can always tap the foot or toes on the ground if you need to, and come back into, whoops, other direction, spiral dancer. Let's try again. So we step back, whoops, Find a little twisted lunge. Inhale, pivot on that back foot, straighten the front leg, lift the left toes, little Skandasana. Inhale, back up, face the front, come back to our spiral lunge. So right knee to the left, right elbow to the left knee, press through the front foot. Inhale, sliding all the way back to maybe we hold that little spiral dance for one more moment and then come back and have a little shake off. Let's just take alternate shoulders back. Whew, loosening off. Have a little shake. Well done. So yeah, I do like that one, but I just realised it's actually quite hard to cue, to give directions. So yes, I am learning. Right, so we're gonna have a little stretch out. Let's just lift the knees. Get a little stretch. And then we're just going to take a little fold. So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, take a fold here. Stretch the back of your legs, but bend the knees as much as you need. Maybe a little up and down with the hips. And then walking the feet backwards, bring the hands down, walking the feet backwards. And let's just sink back into a child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. You can maybe widen the knees. Bring the big toes together, going a little bit deeper. Stretching through the arms. Nice long breaths. And then just press through the hands, lifting your chest up slightly here, walking the hands in slightly so you can slide the right arm underneath, just coming into thread the needle. So the right arm getting a right shoulder, get a nice stretch, the left fingertips going on the mat, or you can walk them to the top of the mat here, or maybe reaching the left arm up and wrapping it behind your back, just to open up in the left shoulder, finding whichever variation feels good. Take a couple of breaths here. Slowing things down, trying to relax the shoulders, let the muscles just ease off a bit here. Bring the left fingertips back to the mat as we support ourselves all the way back up. Bring the right hand down and slide the left arm underneath, getting a stretch on the left shoulder. You can walk the right fingertips to the top of the mat or reach the right fingertips to the ceiling or wrap it behind your back, maybe finding your left hip crease. Take 4 big breaths here, just trying to let the body settle. Big breaths. And release, bring the right hand back to the mat. Coming back up. Roll the shoulders. I'm going to extend the legs out in front of us now. Give them a little shake out. And just take a little gentle fold here. So we're going to bend the knees and slide our hands. Slide our hands down towards our knees, down our shins. And just find that lean. Bringing your belly towards the thighs. Rippling down. Once we've gone as far as we can, just inhale and roll all the way back up. Draw the shoulders back, then exhale, slide them down again. Getting that hinge from the hip. Leaning and letting the head, shoulders follow. Inhale back up. And exhale. Down. Pause there for a moment. You can always have a little rock from side to side here. And then walk the hands back up. Going to extend the right leg, hug the left knee in. We'll take a little twist here, so you can either have the foot to the left or cross it over the left foot over the right knee, and then reach the left fingertips up. Get a nice stretch and then bring them behind you. You can bring the right hand to the outer edge of the right knee or the forearm and just hug it in here. Feeling lovely stretch through your hips, your glutes. Inhale and exhale. Maybe pointing the right toes up here. Always have a little rotate of this wrist while you're here. Inhale, exhale, using the breath to be soft in this twist. We inhale, expand, sit tall, find length. Exhale, squeeze the air out. Twist from the belly, the rib cage, the shoulders, maybe the neck if it feels good. And then gently release. We're going to release that foot and extend it long. Hug the right knee in or cross the foot over. Reach the right fingertips up, lengthen. Exhale, find them back down. Sun's coming out again. Right hand to the outer edge of the left knee or the forearm. Hug it in. Press down through your fingertips as we inhale and lengthen. Exhale, soften, twist. Just explore that little twist of the spine, of the rib cage as it wraps round. You can come in and out of it with the breath. And then slowly release. Extend that leg long. We're going to lie that back down to our mats onto our backs and just hug the knees in, have a little rock. Draw a few little circles here, just trying to massage out through the back. Deepen the breath. Maybe you hold onto the knees and take them outwards, away from each other, and draw them back in. Draw some nice big circles. Toes touching or big toes touching. Hold on to the knee caps and just let the feet plop down. Let go of the knees, let them plop down. Relax the arms out to the side, just how we started. Take a little windscreen wiper either side if you like of the knees, just seeing how that twist feels now. So feet nice and wide. Slowing things down. Maybe as your knees go to the left, your head goes to the right. Knees go to the right, head goes to the left. And you can pause in this position. And bring the knees back to center and just find a position where you can just take some deep breaths. Notice the breath as it comes in and out the body and all that rippling and spiraling and movement in the body just from the breath. The expansion on the inhale and the softening on the exhale. Take as long as you need here. It's really such a valuable time. If you've got 5 minutes, just take it. You've done all the work. Now it's time just to absorb. Absorb all the efforts, the effects of the practice. But thank you very much for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.